Today we'll start lesson 2 from our book, Adobe Photoshop CS6 Classroom in a Book. Make sure you open Adobe Acrobat 10 first. So go to the Start menu, open Adobe Acrobat, go to File, Open, and look for Adobe Photoshop CS6 Classroom in a Book and select Open. Go to Chapter 2 or Lesson 2, Basic Photo Corrections. We're going to start in page 48. So you can also input the page number from here, or you could scroll down. So step 1, we need to open Adobe Bridge. Go to Start. If you don't have Adobe Bridge listed here, use the search button and type Bridge. You could select 64-bit or without it, the 32-bit version. Either one is fine. Okay. Go to LAUSD user. This is my username here, it's just M, but yours should be listed as LAUSD user. If it's not listed there, you can go on computer, local disk, and users. You should see LAUSD user listed here. And then open the downloads folder. Simply wait for it to populate. Now, we need to get 0 to start.jpg. So I'm going to set this aside for now. I'm going to go to our website, artbasis.weebly.com. Open class resources, scroll down, download lesson files. Here you'll find lesson 2. Here's a preview. So our goal is to correct all of this, fix all the errors found in here. Go ahead and select the download button. Now, your picture should be in your downloads folder. Go to Adobe Bridge. And there is our file. The next step is to right-click on it and select Open in Camera Raw. I'm going to set this aside a little bit. And that's what you should see. Let's head to the next page. So here you'll have different parameters: exposure, contrast, highlights, temperature, white balance, all those things. You'll have the option to edit them in your image. So select the white balance tool, which is in page 49 now. At the top of the screen you'll see some of the tools here. So select the white balance tool. And step 2 is click a white area of the graffiti. So let's click a white area. Notice that the color adjusts or changes every time you click on a different area. So let's go ahead and select a white area from your photograph. So notice that the color or the tone changes. After doing so, we're going to adjust all these parameters on the right hand side. So in the basic panel, move the temperature to -53. You can use the slider, or you can just input the number on this box. Tint to -54. Exposure -50. Oops. -0.50. 23 for the contrast. And blacks 18. Clarity, we want a 12 in it. Vibrance 25. Saturation 5. Now, at the top of the screen you'll see the preview toggle. Deselect it and you'll see the changes that we have just made from your original to what we have now. Okay, moving on. We're on page 51. At the bottom of the screen, the right side, the bottom right corner, you'll see open image. So now we're ready to edit and save your picture in Photoshop. Go ahead and click on open image, the bottom right corner. Sign in later. So we're gonna save it. 02 working.psd. So we're gonna go File, Save As. Just make sure that you add your last name, your first initial, or the first letter of your first name, and then underscore. The project name for us is 02 working.psd. So 02 working. You don't have to type .psd because Photoshop will automatically add that for you. Just make sure that you have your last name and first initial and hit save. So that should be it for the first part of lesson 2.